Welcome, 7-Day Media Challenge participants. We need a good name for you, really, don't we? I'm Susie Campbell, and I just want to thank you for joining this challenge and to welcome you to the challenge and to give you a bit of a rundown of how it's all going to work before we make a start on it in the next week or so. So this is an introduction to how it's all going to work, and make sure that you're all prepared. So it's going to run for 7 days, and it will run from inside the Ambitious Business Owners Facebook group, of which you are obviously a member. And each day I will post a short video that gives you a bit of the training and explains what the homework is and gives you the first day's information that you will need to get going. Those videos will be posted early in the morning, sort of 7 o'clock in the morning, Australia, Sydney time. So don't worry, they're not live. So don't feel you've got to jump in at a particular time of day if you're overseas. And I know we've got some overseas challenge participants on it. Don't worry that you're not watching it at 7 o'clock in the morning, Sydney time. I just want to make sure it's up there as early as possible to give you the full day to have a look at it and have a go at it. And again, if you're in a time zone that means you're not watching it till later on the Monday, that's okay. I understand that some people will be behind and some people will stay on track and some people will get ahead. So that's perfectly okay. Don't worry about it. I'm here to make sure that you all work through it and all have an opportunity to have a go. So each day that video will be posted, and then I will ask you to, if there's homework associated with that day, then you'll be asked to post it as a separate post, please. So don't comment below the video post in separate comments, because it can then be lost and it becomes confusing as to who I'm replying to. So what I want you to do is post any homework as a separate post. Tag me, Susie Campbell, in it, and day 1 homework or day 2 homework, whatever it might be, so that I know where you're up to. I can make sure I reply just to you, and you know that that's your response to your homework, and I will tag you back with my reply. So remember, post it as a separate comment, and that will happen each day through the 7 days. Now, some days have a little bit more work than others. Sometimes there may be very little for you to do, and it's a day for you to consolidate, or it may be the day that you're actually pitching. So as you get to day 5, which is finding your media contacts, if you find those media contacts and you've already done the pitch, which is on day 3 and day 4, then you can pitch that day. So that might be what you're doing. If it takes you a bit longer to find the contacts, or maybe you're busy the next day and you know you don't want to pitch straight away, that's equally okay. You can carry on through to day 7, learn everything you need to know so that you're ready to pitch the following week. If you pitch in the 7 days, fantastic, that's great. But if you don't pitch till the next week, that's equally okay. So don't worry about that. Equally, don't be afraid if some days challenge you more than others. Having taught this many, many times to hundreds of people now and business owners just like you guys, the one thing that challenges a lot of people is finding their story and being able to pitch it in a way that isn't trying to sell. I completely understand. Don't stress about it. That's what I'm here to do, is to help you put it into the right sort of language for the media, to chop that sales jargon out of you and tell a story rather than try and sell. And I'm also here to help you find that story. So please don't stress about it. Because I know it challenges a lot of people, I've allowed us 2 days to be doing this. So you've got a day to understand about where to find your story and share it with me and have a go. Then we've got some refining time on the next day for us to really nail it. And because there's a lot of you on this challenge, I want to make sure that everyone gets responded to as they do it. As I say, if you fall behind a little bit, don't worry so much. If you don't post your ideas till the following day, that's okay. I'll be there to keep you on track and to mark your homework as promptly as I can. Bear in mind that if you're overseas and we're in different time zones, that if you're posting in your daytime and it's the middle of the night for me, then there may be a lag between me responding to your homework. But I will be jumping in throughout the day into the group, and as you're tagging me, I'll be responding to your homework. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how this is all going to work. When we get to the end of day 7, as you're completing and you finish that day 7 and you tell me that you're done, so it may just be day 7 done, I will be sending you some final information and got some exciting things to share with you along the way as well. Hence, I asked for your emails. And so you'll hear about that as we go. And because I'm quite competitive and I love challenges like this, there'll be prizes for the first person to secure coverage, which is always really exciting, because the crucial part of this challenge is taking action. Don't be afraid just to have a go. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Local media know that you're not publicists, and you may not have done everything exactly right. It's okay. And so what I want you to do is just to take action, just to have a go. Don't worry about it being perfect. I'm here obviously to help you and to help you secure it. And I've done this for hundreds of people, secured coverage for lots of people just like you who are learning it to do it for themselves. Enjoy the experience. I'm here to help. Any questions, shout. And otherwise, I will see you in the group for day 1 with your first piece of homework. Thanks, guys, and welcome again.